Hey, what's up everyone? This is Crumble from Emotionless Crypto Trading, and I'm back with a new video presentation around Ethereum compared to Tether, USD, Poloniex Exchanger, 2-hour candlesticks, and the website I'm running this is tradingyou.com, where you can run your own market analysis. Now, I've been busy over the last days, haven't been able to make any market analysis video presentation, but I'm back at a very important point as I want to share with you a structure which represents a lot in the Ethereum. So focus pretty much on this video presentation that's going to help you to see something realistically amazing within the market and language of the Ethereum. Now, some great things happened over the last days as we were able to reach again over $110 billion in total market cap, guys, which is insane. Now, obviously, high attention and most of the attention is focused around Bitcoin as it already reached a new all-time high. What we have here for Ethereum is we're not even close to reaching the all-time high of it. It's just 258 right now, and the all-time high is around 410 bucks. So definitely we are not close for that, but still in a very, very good position, as in the last market analysis video I made, the language of the market said if we break out of 237, we're going forward and we're going to have some activity between 237 and $318 basically, which is this resistance line right over here. So what we have is 237 breakout, which was great, and then continuing forward. Now, the interesting thing I wanted to talk about is the extremely powerful price point in the structure right over here, guys. This line, which is 264, 265 bucks for the Ethereum. Now, everything started back in 6th of June till 6th of August, represents 2 months, and everything happened during that period of time. We have a lot of confirmations, a lot of activity, which represented a lot for the structure of Ethereum. So let's look at this point. We've got this resistance acting as a resistance on 6th of June, then continued and transformed into our next support basically, right? So around the same price point, it continued, but it transformed as the next support. So previous resistance up as next support. What happened forward is the support acted as a major resistance right over here, which triggered our price down the way. Huge selling pressure, huge selling power at that time. That's why we were able to move down from 264 down to $137, $138 very, very quickly. So this price point here triggered a huge movement down the way, which represents a lot again in the structure. Now, continuously it acted as a resistance right over here. It confirms once again 264. We're trying to bounce back, trying to recover from that huge selling power, from that pressure we had. We're trying to recover. We're hitting down 138, then moving back basically with some parabolic movement. But what happened is from right here up to right here, you see this long shadow, which represents huge rejection, huge selling power again for the Ethereum, and the sellers were taking control of the market, but confirming basically at 264 once again for the structure as resistance. Then what happened next, you can see it once again, it acts as resistance continuously. So what we need in the future, we need this price point to act once again as a support in order to see this type of movements once again, right? So you see, when we acted as a support, we were above the level we are right now. When we were able to act it, we were able to test the new all-time high once again. So what we need is we need a movement above 264. We need a breakout above that, and then what happens is I've got this circle for you right here, which represents a good entry point for people looking to do day trading especially. Now, you want to be sure that you're active in day trading, as you want to use alert and be informed with the current price. Also be able to run market analysis continuously on the charts, especially on the 30 minutes, 1 hour, or depending on your purpose, depending how you use this. But what happens for now is we definitely need the structure of resistance of this price point to transform once again into our next support basically from here. So whenever we have a chance, basically, it would be great if this price point transforms into our next support in order to face this $318 resistance side again, which I do believe we had high chances to break out if the total market cap, if the total crypto space keeps increasing like we had over the last days. Now for that, what we need is we need a breakout 264. We need it to act it as a support. What that represents, it would be in the following way. I'm just gonna delete these things from here and help you a little bit to understand this one better. So at some point we need a breakout and we need some bouncings, right? But we need a test to act as a support basically, right? We need a test basically. It's not only enough to break out of this 264, 265 resistance structure right now, as it acted as a resistance 4 times while as a support only once. We've got number 1 resistance, number 2 resistance, number 3 resistance, 4 resistance, and only once as a support, right? Only one support, 4th time as a resistance. Definitely the balance is moved over the resistance, and what we need is, like I said, 264, 265 breakout, moving above that, having some bouncings, some little retreats while we're approaching it. Once again, we need it to transform as a support, so it needs to confirm. Therefore, the entire structure of the market increases to the next level, and the base of 264, which acted as a support, and it acted as a resistance for this 3 times, and it kept us below this structure. Now it can very easily keep us above this structure, right? If it acts as a support. That's what we need if we would like to see Ethereum up to the all-time high. Now, if the market analysis is going to reach to that point, we're going to be able basically to have a testing around the 410 price once again. For now, a good entry point is another thing that I'd like to point out is when we confirm on the 264 level. It's exactly what I said. That's a good entry point for day trading. Another thing that you would like to consider here is we have a major support line at 177, but it's not really the case for that right now, as the entire space basically is increasing and we're not really facing problems of huge decreases. When you see parabolic movements down the way, guys, you definitely want to sell off quickly and buy in the dip, right? Because if something like this happens and a parabolic movement will be triggered down the way, you definitely want to sell off as quickly as possible, and then maybe in the next hours or days buy back in the dip, which could represent at least 20% profit on this movement that you're doing. Even if you're going long term, even if you're going like that, a parabolic movement down the way right now would represent a sell-off out of your position, and then you must buy back whenever we hit the bottom for that. This is another scenario, another solution if whales will trigger a movement, and if they see 264 once again as a resistance, right? If we're going to act like this and they see 264 once again a resistance, then would it trigger down the way a huge movement, then obviously you want to sell off and then buy basically in the bottom, right? Because you will be able to ride some nice profits. Just look at this one. Let's assume that you were able to buy in over here on this bottom of that parabolic movement, then we have 42% basically profit on this bounce back, on this little recovery that we had over there. Let's test a new one. We had this parabolic movement down the way, boom, and then another bounce back basically from the bottom, which represented 35%. So you see what I said, around 20% is kind of little, but it's definitely possible. Look at this one, 60% basically bounce back from the bottom, which are very, very, very powerful. Now, that's another type of trading that you can implement, whether you consider it swing or day trading. to buy into the bottoms only after huge sell-offs, after huge selling power, huge parabolic movements down the way. You're waiting for that. Maybe you might need to wait for a few weeks or so, but buying into that one and having enough patience, you can make at least 20%, like I said, usually where it's even up to 60-70% basic, which is huge, pretty quickly. And then again, you must be prepared to do market analysis. You must be aware of the price points at that time, because you want to move extremely quickly, right? So once again, as a quick conclusion around this, we need 264 breakout, then we needed to act our next support from previous resistance in order to see the possibility of reaching up to 410 all-time high price point of the Ethereum, guys. This is what the market analysis represents. It's not a prediction video presentation. As usually, I'm not sharing predictions on YouTube. I'm trying to help you with the language of the market. I'm trying to be the voice basically of the market analysis for the Ethereum and any other cryptocurrency, which is very important out there. So that's kind of all about, guys. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment in the area. What do you think about this 264, 265 price point? How do you see the future of the Ethereum? Also, another question is, we did had a lot of attention around the Bitcoin over the last days, of course, with all this Bitcoin Cash and event that happened with the fork and everything, right? A lot of people sold from the Bitcoin Cash, bought back into Bitcoin, and some of them moved over Ethereum to be, should I say, in a little bit way more safer way, right? In a little bit way more safer way with the Ethereum, right? So what do you think, guys? Why people moved more from Bitcoin Cash into Bitcoin instead of by selling their Bitcoin Cash into Ethereum, guys? This is a big question to you today. We have the comments area right there where you can talk about this as well. If you enjoyed this video presentation, feel free to like or dislike if you didn't. Now, that's kind of all about. If you would like to become my student and learn how to build a cryptocurrency business, I'm having a one-on-one coaching program. The link for that is in the description area, the first link right there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm gonna come up with new video presentation more often. I'm trying to help you, do my best to share with you the market analysis that we're having right here. So thank you so much for watching, and once again, guys, wish you an amazing day and success into trading. Telling you something very important right now: patience is the key. Patience. Talk to you soon.